A Valley man says staffers at a local mental health care clinic dropped his brother off at a homeless shelter. The problem, he says his brother has a home.
He also says a mix-up resulted in his brother wandering around the streets of Harlingen for hours. Now he wants answers, and Channel 5's Trayson Bragg went in search of them. Trayson, what did you find out?
Christine, Oscar, we reached out to Tropical Texas Behavioral Health. They told us a mix-up over the man's name, despite him having all his IDs, caused the issue. His brother wants to know how mental health professionals specializing in this field made the mistake.
You wonder why those people in the community who are homeless, because they get dropped off somewhere in the system of situations like this.
Lázaro Ortega tells us he's been looking out for his now 62-year-old brother since they were young. His brother, Arturo, suffers from schizophrenia.
You got to decipher what is fact and what is fiction, what they're telling you.
Ortega tells us his brother hasn't taken his medication in over a year. To change that, he scheduled an appointment for his brother at Texas Tropical Behavioral Health. The day of the appointment, Lázaro's phone rang.
I got a call in the afternoon from the daycare center. Is Arturo your brother there? I said, no, he was with you folks. No, we dropped him there in the morning. They were supposed to call us to go pick him up, and they never did.
Lázaro says he called Texas Tropical in a panic.
They said they didn't know who he was. They thought he was a homeless person, and they had dropped him off at the Fish and Lowe's because they didn't know who he was.
Ortega wonders why.
When they saw his ID, immediately they could have seen that they have him in the system already. I gave him all the paperwork there.
Ortega says 5 hours later, his brother was found wandering the streets of Harlingen. We reached out to Tropical Texas. Their CEO, Terry Crocker, was unavailable for an on-camera interview. He sent a statement that reads in part, at 8:45 a.m. that Thursday, he, Arturo, was dropped off in our parking lot and left alone by his adult day services provider. He reported his name was Arturo Solis and that he did not have any correct identification with him. He reported he was homeless. Tropical management will be following up with staff regarding handling of patients that present with contradictory identifying information. Ortega says Tropical rescheduled his brother's appointment for next week. He's looking forward to getting his brother the help he needs. Crocker adds he strongly recommends someone accompany patients who have issues with dementia or confusion to Tropical's receptionist staff for check-in, especially if the patient will be left alone at the clinic. In the studio, Trayson Bragg, Channel 5 News at 10.